Hey everyone, welcome back. Got a new one for you today, so let's jump right in. I can still pinpoint the exact second my world flipped. It was a Tuesday afternoon, typical rush at the office. I slipped out of a conference call to hit the restroom, phone buzzing in my pocket. Unknown number. Almost ignored it. But this weird mix of nerves and curiosity got to me. Big mistake. The text was simple. Watch this. Attach video file. Spam. Maybe. But this knot tightened in my gut. I stepped into the hall, found a quiet corner, and hit play. First few seconds were shaky, dark, hard to see. Then it clicked. Woman. Back to camera. Locked in a tight embrace with some guy. My brain scrambled. Dark hair. That mole on her shoulder. The curve of her cheek. Jessica. My Jessica. Fiancée Jessica. First thought. Wrong person. Bad angle, dim light. Rewound it, zoomed, squinted. No mistake. Jessica. And not with me. Time slowed to a crawl, blood pounding in my ears, office noise fading to a dull hum. Heart felt like a drum solo. Disbelief slammed into me. This can't be real. Jessica and I wedding in 3 months, saving for a place in Brooklyn, picking out paint swatches, Hawaii honeymoon booked, and here I was, staring at proof she was playing me. Grief, anger, confusion, a toxic cocktail. Instinct was to call her, scream at her, confront her right then. But something stopped me. Ice-cold fury. Needed to calm down, see if there was some crazy explanation. Prank? Old video? Desperate hope even though my gut screamed otherwise. I walked back into the conference room. A ghost. Numbers on the screen blurred, colleagues' voices just noise. Mind miles away, replaying that clip over and over. Jessica's face tilting up, lips meeting his. The way she leaned into him, that familiar way she leaned into me. Meeting ended, I found myself in the parking garage, hands shaking, dialing that unknown number. Rang once, twice, voicemail. Generic message, no name. Pit in my stomach grew heavier. Who sent it? Why now? Questions swirled, but one thing was crystal clear. Life was about to change. I stared at my phone, replaying the video, each time hoping it would somehow morph into something else. Nope. Same damning evidence. That evening, walked into our apartment. Jessica greeted me with a smile that now felt fake. Asked about my day, staring into the eyes of a stranger. Jessica and I, perfect love story, right? Met at a 4th of July barbecue 3 years back. Fireworks over the East River as I asked for her number. Labor Day, official. Cozy dates in the village, walks through Central Park, movie nights. Proposed on a snowy night at Bryant Park. Christmas market twinkling around us. Tears in her eyes, yes. Remembering all that now, after the video. Felt like watching a cherished photo burst into flames. Thought we were unbreakable. Jessica. The one who held me together when my dad passed. Nursed me through that brutal flu. cheered me on when I quit my dead-end job. My partner, my rock, someone I trusted completely. But lately, little cracks had been showing. Jessica working late more and more. Workload, she'd say. Weekends glued to her phone, texting nonstop with Sarah, a coworker I'd heard of, never met. Suddenly super protective of her phone. Caught her deleting texts once or twice. Spam, she'd say. Finances, too. Wedding crunch time, every penny counted. Jessica's credit card bills, weird charges. Fancy restaurants, hotel bills. Work entertainment budget, she explained. Believed her. No reason not to, right? Never doubted her, until the video. Puzzle pieces clicking into place, ugly picture forming. Maybe Sarah wasn't Sarah. Maybe those late nights weren't work. Maybe those hushed phone calls she blamed on her boss were something else entirely. Double life. Daytime at the office, fake smile plastered on, colleagues none the wiser. Nighttime, sharing a bed with a woman who might be betraying me. Tension was a physical thing, thick in the air. Sometimes caught her glancing at me, like she was trying to read my mind, see if I suspected anything. Was she on to me? Or was my own guilt at keeping quiet making me paranoid? Evenings, scrolling through her social media. Nothing. Just us, our cat Luna, wedding updates. Guy named David liked her pics sometimes. Profile private. David. Was David the guy in the video? Sleepless nights stretched longer, lying awake, listening to Jessica breathe, wondering if I was about to marry a stranger. Confront her? Gather more proof. Part of me terrified confrontation would make her erase everything, twist the story. Part of me desperate for an explanation, any explanation to make this nightmare go away. Certainty won. Needed solid proof before I blew everything up. Quiet investigation began. Snooping while she was at work. Nothing crazy, just quick peeks at bank statements, receipts. Deeper I dug, weirder it got. Calls at odd hours to numbers I didn't recognize. Dinner reservations I knew nothing about. Each discovery, a knife twist. The woman I loved, capable of this level of deceit. Unbelievable. But the truth was out there, and I was going to find it, no matter the cost. Sunday afternoon. Confrontation day. Jessica planned a cozy stay-at-home date, probably damage control for the tension she felt between us. Awkward brunch. Then I forced myself to speak. Jessica, voice shaky, serious talk. She blinked, sensed the shift. Sure, babe, what's up? Reached for my hand, pulled away, stomach churning, picturing her lies. Gentle approach first. You've been working late a lot. Weird charges on the card. Phone calls I don't understand. Eyes darted, then back to me, composed. Work's been crazy, John. You know how it is. Expenses are business, I told you. Deep breath, pulse hammering. Then explain this. Phone out, video playing. Color drained from her face instantly. Mouth opened, no words came out. Air conditioning hummed in the silence. It's not what it looks like, she stammered, voice cracking. I swear, just drunk. Mistake. One time. Visceral pain at her admission. No denial. confirmed everything, hand shaking as I put the phone on the coffee table. "Who is he?" Whisper barely audible. Hesitation. Tears welling. "David. Old friend. Reconnected at a work thing. Few months ago. Got overwhelmed. Happened. Over now." Fury and devastation exploded inside me. Over? So it did happen more than once? I spat. Sobbing started. Claimed she was going to tell me before the wedding. Couldn't bear to hurt me. Every tear felt like an insult. Every apology stung more than the betrayal itself. Reached for my hands again. Recoiled. Stood up, abruptly. "Do you expect me to believe you were going to tell me? Couldn't bear to hurt me while you were sleeping with another guy?" Voice rising, near shout. Flinched, tears streaming. Regained control, lowered my voice. "I need time," declared. Time to think. Panic in her eyes. Cried harder, pleading. "Don't do anything rash. Don't call off the wedding. I'll fix this." No response. Walked out, leaving her mid-sentence. Chest a furnace of anger. Car drove aimlessly for hours. Processing. She admitted it. Betrayed me. But even with the tears, the regret, felt like there was more she wasn't saying. Empty parking lot behind a closed hardware store. Mind racing. Future in ruins. Cancel the wedding. Cut my losses. Thought of her with him. Cold dagger. But part of me wanted her to pay. Not just walk away. Needed her to understand the devastation she caused. Right then realized if she thought this would blow over, she was dead wrong. Next few days, played the conflicted fiancée, slept in the spare room, barely spoke to Jessica. "Space," I said. Tiptoed around the apartment, eyes red, whispering apologies whenever I passed by. But under the surface, a plan was forming. Meticulous planner, years in finance. Knew exactly where our money was, how it was allocated, what was legally mine. Never imagined using it like this against someone I loved. But she betrayed me. Months of lies. No mercy deserved. Consequences. First step, protect my assets. Joint account for wedding stuff, both names on it. But also my personal account. Quick call to the bank. Bulk of my savings moved to my personal account. Shared credit card for wedding expenses canceled. She wouldn't suspect a thing yet. Bank told to keep it quiet. Next, allies, or at least neutralize hers. Jessica's family loved me. Responsible one. Perfect gentleman. Take care of our Jessica. Calls to her parents, her sister. Carefully crafted story about pre-wedding jitters, trust issues. Never mentioned the affair outright. Hinted Jessica was going through something serious. I was deeply hurt. Subtlety was key. Wanted them on my side when the bomb dropped. Private investigator hired discreetly. Not cheap, but the idea of her still seeing him, lying about it being over, haunted me. Days later, investigator found it. Second phone line, Jessica texting David, photos, lunch at some cafe in Jersey, David's hand on her waist as they left. Recent dates. After she said it was over. Every piece of evidence fuel to the fire. Heartbreak twisting into clinical desire for revenge. Wanted her to suffer, like she made me suffer. Lose everything, support system, security, dutiful fiancé image, trap set, reconciliation guise, week after confrontation, calm demeanor. Couples therapy, I said. Try to move forward, wedding still on, but honesty, fresh start. Tear-streaked eyes, relief flooding in, trembling smile. Thought she was off the hook. Charm offensive launched. Weekend getaway planned. Lakeside cabin upstate. Reconnect, I told her. Staged event. Friends invited. Surprise visit. Plan. Cabin. Friends. Grand reveal. Video evidence. Photos. Texts. No room for denial. Public humiliation. Carefully built image shattered. But as the day got closer, sliver of doubt. Could I do this? Happy memories flickered. Then the video, second phone, photos. Hesitation gone. Justified. Righteous, even. She chose this. Violated our trust. Now, she'd pay. No turning back. Revenge in motion. Jessica about to learn the true cost of destroying our future. Lakeside cabin. Supposed to be our romantic escape before the wedding. Jessica looked relieved when we arrived. Tried to take my hand. Eyes full of regret and hope. "Thank you for giving us a second chance," she whispered, voice cracking, nodded, kept my thoughts locked down. If she only knew. First evening, played it normal. Dinner together in the rustic kitchen. Lake lapping at the shore outside. Loving couple on the surface, smiles, future plans. But inside, coiled spring. Heart hammering every time my phone buzzed. Friends texting arrival updates. Next day, cars pulling up. Friends clueless about everything. Invited for pre-wedding fun. Jessica surprised, but played hostess, drinks, cabin tour, thanking me for the lovely surprise. Tension building. Grand reveal time. Video evidence on USB drive. Investigators' photos. Printed texts. Plan simple. Living room. Slideshow on TV. Sarah's betrayal laid bare. Moment came. Palms slick with sweat. Voice steady, forced. "Hey, everyone. Put together something to show how Jessica and I got here. Want you all to be part of our journey." Curious look from Jessica, no suspicion. First slides, harmless. Graduations, birthdays, Bryant Park proposal. Friends, awed and owed, drinks in hand, smiling at the memories. Then the shift. Investigators' photos. Confusion at first. Jessica at a cafe, not with me. Next photo, David's arm around her. Then texts. Explicit, not platonic. Silence fell. Realization dawning. Jessica's reaction. Immediate. Visceral. "What the hell is this?" Whisper, face ashen. Lunged for the remote. Stepped in her way. Slideshow continued. Final slide. The video. The video. Gasps. Whispers of Jessica. Tears in her eyes. Turned to me. Voice trembling. "Stop it, please." Didn't stop. Played it to the end. Then TV off. Faced her. Expression stone. Friends stunned. Some furious for me. Jessica slumped. Tears streaming, broken sobs. Room exploded. Questions, accusations. Anna, her best friend, looked like she'd been punched. "Jessica, how could you?" Another friend, hand on my shoulder. Sympathy murmurs. Jessica collapsed to her knees, mumbling apologies. Utterly defeated. Carefully built life crumbling. Humiliation thick in the air. Betrayal exposed to everyone she hoped would celebrate our wedding. Left her there, surrounded by wreckage. Pang of pity, maybe, but triumphant justice, retribution, outweighed everything. Jessica played me. Now, bitter consequences, no escape. Cabin weekend fallout, everything unraveled fast. Jessica left in tears. Friends followed, shocked, disgusted. Drive home, odd sense of closure, but also emptiness. Unexpected. Word spread fast. Social circle buzzing. Condolences. Too harsh comments. Praise for exposing the truth. Phone blew up. Full story requests. Support offers. Quiet life Jessica and I built. Gone. Storm of gossip. Fallout beyond friends. Jessica's work heard about the affair. Rumors flying. Infidelity not grounds for firing, but scandal tainted her reputation. Tearful voicemail later. Didn't return it. Lost a promotion. David, meanwhile, vanished. Ghosted Jessica, protecting his image. Wedding contracts. Deposits on venue. Catering. Everything. Canceling meant thousands lost. Didn't care about the money. Small price for freedom. Quietly canceled everything. No more ties to Jessica. Relief of ending wedding planning, weight lifted. Weeks after, Jessica's contact attempts intensified. Emails, calls, showed up at my office, begging to talk. Ignored her, or told her to leave. Cornered me in the lobby once. Gaunt, desperate. Loved you, she claimed. Fix anything. Heart felt nothing. Just a betrayer, regretting getting caught, restraining order. Not physical threat, but pleas became emotional harassment. Forced to back off. Final severing. Life settled into a new routine. More alone time, reflecting on love turning to betrayal. Nights staring at old photos. Could I have done something different? My shortcomings push her away. Relationship needs honesty, loyalty, both ways. Jessica chose differently. Irony. Revenge didn't bring satisfaction I expected. Humiliated her, exposed her, protected myself. But gaping wound where love had been. Best revenge. Not public shame. Legal battles. Moving on. Months later, peace. Sold the ring. Solo trip out west. Clear my head. Start over. Mountain sunsets, desert nights, anger dissolving. Never forgive Jessica. Clinging to rage, only hurt myself. Her downfall complete. Ours too. Video that blew up our future, no longer constant thought. Slow rebuilding began. Career, health, maybe someday, genuine connection again. Only thing that mattered now, free. For the first time in a long time, enough.